so now we're going to learn about something called referential integrity. Referential integrity, which means that every reference has to have integrity. So if I have an entry here in rentals that's referencing a customer, but that customer no longer exists, like if it says, hey, customer 4 rented, and I come over here and there's no customer 4, that reference doesn't have integrity. So that's referential integrity. And I'll write that down just so you have it in your head. Referential integrity. Referential integrity. So what that looks like, that's what we're going to cover in this video. So if you got it, you could move forward or you could stay and watch. But now this is what it looks like. We're just going to populate this data. So 6 customers, and we have Joe, we have Fred, we have Jane, we have Jill, we have Mike, we have Scott. I don't know. Probably says something about my psyche. And then we have movies. And we have the lives of others. And I think I need to just actually list out my favorite movies. And I have a sheet that I keep of my favorite movies. I just have to bring it up. Bear with me, because you will have entertainment for the weekend of the best movies, in my opinion. IMHO. Bringing it up. Okay. Oh, this movie's funny. Kumari, The True Story of a False Prophet. And Intouchables. This is great. Intouchables, I-N. And A Man Called Ove. Oh, it's awesome. Just Ove, not over. And Ex Machina and Limitless, love it. Ex Machina, amazing, and Limitless. And there's actually, oh, this TV show is awesome. Loving this TV show. Brain Games, all about how your brain works. And then it plays games with you. And then we're going to have rental transactions, so just sequentially incrementing. And we have, you know, customer 1 through 6, so I could just randomly choose. Oop, that's not going to work. Right, just randomly chose different customer IDs, 1 through 6. And then we have movie IDs. Right? And so we know, and then we have the date. And whatever other information to store. And so now we could see that, what was the first movie rented? Tell me about that transaction. The first rental transaction, what was the customer and what was the movie? Yeah, so the first rental transaction was customer 2. So it was Fred, and Fred rented movie ID 7, which is Brain Games. We're relating the data. What was the second rental transaction? Tell me that one. Well, describe what happened on that transaction. Second rental transaction.
Jane rented Limitless.
Yeah, so Jane, hi. You can watch it all online. You just get in here. Database class?
Yeah.
Yeah? Just grab a seat and watch out for the camera. So Jane, customer 3, rented movie ID 6, which is Limitless. You get it, right? Well, let's say that we didn't have safeguards on our database, and somebody, a junior dev, we hired a junior dev, and accidentally they deleted Jill. What problems do we now have? Well, when we look at this transaction, right, movie 3, Intouchables was rented by customer 4. Right, big question mark here. That reference no longer has integrity. There is no customer 4. So you want to maintain referential integrity. It's one of the things when you create references. And so there's safeguards that you can build into your most database systems that will prevent you from deleting a record if other transactions depend upon it. They'll say, whoa, you can't delete that. There are rental transactions depending upon that customer. And so one of your choices might be to delete the rental transactions. And then, okay, no transactions depend upon that customer. Now you could delete that customer because there's no longer any there's no longer an integrity issue, referential integrity, right? Or you could say, hey, if you delete that customer, do you want to delete all these related transactions? They call that a cascade delete, right? So you delete the customer and all transactions with that customer, cascade delete, got deleted also. So, you know, all right, that customer's gone, so are all their rental transactions. Because otherwise we're just going to have orphan. So some of the phrases I just used was cascade delete, right? So you can understand that concept. That's one phrase. You know, I delete 4, then all 4, any customer 4 transaction gets deleted. If there's another one down here, it would be deleted. And otherwise we might have orphan records, right? We don't want orphan records, like, oh, that record doesn't have anything it's related to. So just some of the phrases you hear. So that's referential integrity.